Hello everybody, welcome again to our channel, Cambridge English Teaching Academy by Parvana teacher. As it is our third podcast, today we're gonna talk about and we'll discuss some interesting topics. But additionally, I want to say that today we have a guest, our member of course, Raul. Raul, welcome to our channel, welcome our program. Thank you very much for your coming. And guys, today we're gonna talk about some topics, especially we try to answer some questions also from our members of course and some students who write to us over the internet, over the social media, and we compile the common popular question and the required question. And today we're gonna talk about around this question. My first question is for you, Raul, and I want firstly please introduce yourself and talk about something yourself, that what is your job now, what is your study field now, and actually you are applied the overseas education and that's why you are living overseas. And I think that you have a great deal of personal experience about the overseas education. That's why I also, it is my thought that it would be better and interesting for our follower to, how can I say, get your own and personal point about your life, your education experience.
Well, hello everyone again. Thank you for inviting me. It's very nice always to be here. Well, as you can be informed, I was studying in Hungary the last year, and I had a very good year and new experience. So I would like to talk about how I found university, about life there, and general things. Well, first of all, 1 year ago, I finished my secondary school and started research where I would like to study. To be honest, I had a wide range of options in different European countries. At that period of time for me was important to study only in Europe. And my choice was Hungary because of several reasons. First of all, we have a lot of Azerbaijani students who are studying there or who were studying there. So for me it was very important when I was choosing. And moreover, I would like to mention that between Hungary and Azerbaijan are strong relations and culture relations. So, and I choose it without overthinking because for me, Hungary, it's like a country. It's only one stop for my future, how to say it, for my future goals. Yes, you are right. And yes, I had one problem with visa because I waited more than 25 days, I guess. But hopefully I got my visa and started my education.
And it is interesting for me that, you know, there is a common questions, guys, when we always talk about the overseas studying or some kinds of education, master degree, we need to locate the other country. And every time, and I can say that every single student, when go the overseas, the first obstacle for them is culture shock, yes. And it is interesting for me, and you experiences this kinds of obstacle or not, because you know maybe we have some common cultural effects or cultural sides with Hungary, but no, also I think that Azerbaijan culture and Hungary culture is difficult. That's why it is interesting for me, and I presume that for our followers it is also interesting that is the culture shock was your first experience about the Hungary visiting, or did you have some kinds of other obstacles, and what you can share with us about this content, about these topics?
Well, to be honest, I didn't came across with some obstacles because my first European country which I visited was Hungary, and I had a bit information about this country. Of course, I felt some discomforts because of let's say, new life without parents. And when you are young, I was 17 years old when I went abroad. But I didn't feel any culture shocks, let's say. Just for me, it was unreal to see, a city with old buildings, with public transportations, with trams. For me, it was very interesting. Also, new people from other countries, mainly from France. And I don't know, I also had some friends which I found through Facebook, and we met and they helped me in all my problems. Also, I had very good roommates from France. They helped me a lot with cooking, for example, with living, with education. They also helped me to improve my English language skills, mainly listening. They always gave me very good advice about life, about education, about universities, how don't feel loneliness when you are far away from your parents. And I didn't feel it, and I hope it was very good experience, and I'm grateful for those who helped me in this period, because I don't know what could happen with me without them.
And it is the good sides of being more, how can I say, are willing to partnership and making friends in the other countries for your strange life. I also think that for me, it is my personal opinion that to live in another country is mainly first period of your living. Maybe it is hard because of, as I say, for me, culture shock. Because maybe some kinds of people in Azerbaijan also mainly is traditional. Their approach is traditional. That's why sometimes we experience these kinds of difficulty, but it is good for you that you fastly make new friends who can help you about your new life, and the adaptation process was very easy for you, and it is good side of your education. And one member write an interesting question for us. I also want to ask for you, how did your study experience affect your direction of your life? In Azerbaijan, what I mean by this, that in Azerbaijan, I see that now very, how can I say, big deal of education wave. In Azerbaijan, there is a education wave. All the students, all the persons want to get education, especially a vast majority of these students wants to overseas education. And mainly I think that it is an inevitable way that these kinds of education or these kinds of lifestyle affect their direction of their future life or maybe their current life. And in this case, what you can say about yourself affect your life? If there was this kind of effect in your life, what was this effect and what you felt about it?
Well, maybe it's wrong to say that how studies affected on my life. Maybe the most important way we have to focus on it's moving generally to not only another country but another culture. You know that Hungary is part of European Union, and they have their personal rules, culture, and it's really affected on me. Before went to Hungary, I was a little bit conservative, and I couldn't understand European people about their lifestyle, how they don't care about their education. But this year spending with them, I learned a lot. I became more adult alone when compared to time when I was here with in my comfort zone. And people there helped me in some my obstacles. In addition to, I was very far from my family, and I tried to do everything by myself. I need to wake up early for go to university. I need to prepare some paper sheets before go to university, and I became more responsibility, I think, and it's very good. I think Azerbaijani people have to go abroad often because it's better for them, for their character. They can improve it and build themselves when they know that nobody will help you, expect yourself. And I'm so happy that now at least I can live alone and I don't need any parents for that. But of course in first steps it will be difficult for everybody, but as soon as you will adopt it, it will become for you more easy. I don't know just how to describe it. I can't describe you this feeling. You just need to imagine it when nobody can help you.
Yes, actually, you mentioned the very good point about the comfort zone. Psychologically, it is a very popular approach. When we scroll the social media, when we scroll the Instagram, Facebook, always I came across this kinds of scientific research or some kinds of discussion talking about the comfort zone. And one day I noticed that the psychologist from the USA talk about that our brain, human brain, is not designed for comfort zone, is not designed to stay, is not designed to changeable condition. That's why every time we try to leave our comfort zone, we came across the anxiety. It caused our, how can I say, some problems with our realization of the old world. That's why they say that if we want to grow, we need exactly to leave our comfort zone. And that's why you mentioned the good point that when you start to leave your comfort zone, which surround you in Azerbaijan, your circumstance, your friends, so your family, your unchangeable lifestyle, when you want to grow, that's why you went overseas, the foreign country, and actually it means that you left your comfort zone, and it caused your growth, it caused your new education, actually it opened door to new opportunity, to new world. And it is interesting, that's why you mentioned, very good points, thank you very much. Another question one of our members sent to us about the funny stories. Actually, when you live a great deal of time or more time in the overseas, I see that inevitable that you came across or happened to you something interesting, funny story. If you have this kinds of experience, please can you share with us your experience about you came across or happened overseas in this another country?
Well, to be honest, I don't have too much funny stories, but one of them, it's very funny and I would like to talk about that. One day, me and my roommate decided to go to Erasmus party. It's free party where everybody can come and hang out, drink a beer, for example, dance. And of course, they also invited me and I said, why not? And we went to this party. It was very good. My French, Italian, German friends, they drink too much. They were totally drunk. They decided to go and drink, to eat some kebab in Greek restaurant. It was 2 or 3 kilometers away and public transportation stopped working at that time of period. And we rented scooters, probably you can see on...
It is also popular in Azerbaijan now, especially the Baku Boulevard.
Yes.
Special.
And we have a special bike zone where also you can drive scooters. So we rented 4 scooters and 2 people on 1 scooter, you understand, we were 8 approximately. I wasn't drunk and I started to drive 1 scooter and behind me was one of my French friends. On half of road he said to me, could you please stop here? I will rent a bike. I said, are you sure? Because you're too much drunk. I'm afraid you can make accident. He said, don't worry, I'm okay. Well, he rented bike by a special app and he started to drive too fast. He came to traffic jam. I mean, he passed 3 scooters and the last 4 scooters he also passed and stopped on the road where bus road and bike road. I don't know what happened, but he immediately stopped and behind him came two Italian girls, and they were in a high speed. They couldn't manage it, and they immediately stopped and crashed into bus.
Into bus.
Yes, it was very harmful. Bus driver stopped his bus. It was a night bus, by the way. He started talk with his boss about what we should do with these young guys. It took approximately 15 minutes, and I saw that this guy definitely will call police because it's normal for them. But fortunately, he said, "You can go. It's okay. Don't worry. Just please don't do anymore at this period of time.
Just be careful about
Be careful." Yes. And we just had 1 kilometer and decided to go by foot. It was very funny for me. We still, when we are remember it, we are laughing because it was imagine what it was first time in my life. But I told to my friend about that. Don't do it anymore with me.
because maybe it doesn't make or serious problem, especially in the strange country. Yes.
Yes. Not only because of country, just because of his body, he can got some injuries. He also passed in a red light in traffic jam because he
the line.
yeah, as I mentioned, he was totally drunk. We couldn't control him. Yes, and after that, of course, we didn't give him effort to sit to drive any kind of scooters or bike.
I think that this occasion is very story is great. How can I say sample for as you talk about the personal responsibility, because if you are living the strange country and the more you came across these kinds of I don't talk about the problem, funny story, maybe some interesting occasion, the more you can take responsibility about your life. For example, you can accumulate your friends, your circumstance, your maybe account, your social, how can I say, life, your financial life, your educational life. You try to make balance about your personal life, about your work life or education life. That's why I think that as you talk about taking responsibility is one of the important side of getting overseas education. Additionally, I want to ask about the goal, about the passion in education systems. But what I mean by this that, nowadays I think that some students, actually I think that many part of students have lack of goals, okay? To achieve some goals, to achieve some kinds of, to reach their goals, their passions. And in this way, in the same way, I want to ask for you, what is your passion? And actually, do you have a goal? Do you have a, how can I say, desire about your education, maybe about your future career? Can you share with us in this case?
Well, unfortunately, we have a big problem in our country that some people, some young people, new generation, have the lack of goals. They don't want to do nothing, and usually they are, after finishing university or school or master, for example, they just start work and finish on it. They don't want to try themselves abroad or try to make a friend from abroad or work abroad. It makes me sad because based on my experience, I want to see how another Azerbaijani students who has a potential to grow study abroad, because they have a lot of opportunity, chance, good salary, high standards of living. But unfortunately, because of, for example, parents or because of money problem, they can't afford it. If we are talking about myself, I don't know, to be honest. Right now my goal is finish successfully my bachelor program, find parallel, try to find a job, at least for paying my accommodation, and in this way help my parents. Also, I would like to explore all European countries. It's my dream since my childhood. I would like to do it, but of course it depends on financial situation, and that's one more reason why I want to find a job. Also for experience, by the way. And in future, I would like to make a good family, probably with a European girl, be ambassador of Azerbaijan European Union. I would like to see Azerbaijan in European Union and Schengen zone, because it will help to Azerbaijani people easily study abroad, live and make a family. So this is my point, this is my goal. I want to help to my country to grow. And in future to see I would like to see Azerbaijan in very good positions. I want to see how European people would like to say that we want to live in Azerbaijan. So that's, I think, will be my goal.
Firstly, I think that you are very successful student, and as you know, you engage in learning deeply English in our course, and I was witness your preparation, and I think that I actually believe in that you reach and you will reach your goal. You can achieve your desire, and it was very good clarification that you talk about and your opinion about our student, about the educational atmosphere and about the cozy atmosphere difference between Azerbaijan and the other country. And I also hope that one day, as we desire to live in another country, I think that actually we can reach it, that someday the strangers also, how can I say, will have their desire to live, to locate Azerbaijan, live here, make their life here, and it would be the good point in the total development of our country. And thank you for your personal experience to share us, to clarify for our students, our followers. And I think that actually I believe that there are many followers now, actually the main part of the students who want to get IELTS points, take a look our channel or watch our podcast. And you know, when we try to create this podcast, it is a new project. I think that it is a new kind of project that me and Parvana teacher made a great decision. We talk about 3 or 4 days about new project. When I come to my new project, new idea, we made a decision. Actually, before the decision, we discussed this project, and Parvana Hanım also gave me very useful worthwhile advice about this podcast, about the direction of this podcast. And that's why consequently we try to create a new channel that where we can share our personal experience. And the one important point was that when also I based on my personal experience that we have a difference, a big cliffs between we, the students, the learners of IELTS and the teachers, because they have their own approach, professional approach to the preparation of the preparation materials, but we students, we have our own approach. That's why we create this channel, and to invite the students, to invite the learners. And I also want to say our followers that if you are in your B1, B2, you can easily understand our speaking, you can easily realize, perceive our opinion, our point out of this channel, and you can subscribe, you can give feedback, you can join with our course, you can join with our conversation, because I briefly want to talk about our course. As you know, the Cambridge English Teaching Academy is, for me, is very practical teaching approach this course has, because in first day we accumulate. First day our teacher, Parvana teacher, assess the student, actually try to identify the level of the student, and once the level identified, then they compile individual approach, individual materials for the learners. That's why I think it is also was good and worthwhile for me that when I got stuck in my preparation, I replaced my course from other course to this Cambridge English Academy. And in first day we compiled the schedule, first day we compiled the direction, and from the first day we start with the speaking, with the listening, all the section of the whole learning process, input and output. That's why I say that this course, our course, is very useful and a very successful course for us. As you know, you also prepared, you also engaged in 1 year in our course, mainly maybe roughly 1 year, and I also engage in 1 year, and we can express our ideas simply. We can talk B1, B2, and I hope that our new followers, our learners also will join us, and they also give benefits out of our channel. Thank you very much, Raul, for your coming, and your opinion, your experience was very grateful for me and for our followers. And next time, next podcast, I want that we gonna talk about the IELTS, specifically IELTS preparation, the advantage, disadvantage, and the great points. That's why I want to say goodbye for now, our followers, and I briefly want to say that subscribe our channel, join us, give feedback, and you can join our course if you want to learn English simply and easy. Thank you very much, and if you have opinion, you can share our followers for the final opinion. Raul.
Nothing. See you later in next podcast.
Thank you guys, take care of you.